certificate signed by the dean of their college and our assistant provost and campus director, Dr. Bunton. This certificate and brick will represent the tangible mark you will leave on this campus. Families, I know you are just as excited as we are to celebrate your graduate today at the end of this wonderful journey. So again, why are we here? Class of 2021, it is because, again, you made it. Job very well done. Congratulations from all of us, and as always, go Dogs. Can we give our students another round of applause? Now at this moment, I personally am excited to hear our student speaker. Student speakers were nominated and selected by faculty and staff to represent their classmates. It is my honor and distinct pleasure to present to you Dr. Nicole Phillips.
Good morning, everyone. Class of 2021, administrators, I'm sorry, this would go better without the mask, right? Staff, faculty, families, and friends. It is my esteemed honor to have been chosen to be the student speaker at today's brick ceremony. Having had the previous honor to have been chosen by colleagues to speak a few weeks ago at our CASA Sal End of Year celebration, I've spent much time contemplating a message that is timely, intriguing, and yet inspiring for this occasion. I first want to thank my Creator for getting me to this very moment. I knew I'd see this day, but like many of you, we didn't see how we would get here. So Lord, I thank you. Given the time allotted for me to be before you today, I intend to provide you with 4 points of reflection that I hope you will carry with you throughout your day and throughout your respective journeys, wherever they may take you. First, if I wrote a book about last year, I think I would have titled it 2020, Rude, Ratchet, and Oddly Restorative. Yes, 2020 was quite a paradoxical cluster. This graduation class had to do a great deal of academic work. Many of us worked full-time jobs. We served others. We cultivated relationships that existed. And we had to be okay under the tyranny of a virus and the most politically divisive and hostile racial climate of modern time in the United States. Despite it all, class of 2021, we did it. We completed our educational journeys under significantly historic and yet extremely adverse circumstances. I recently saw a quote on Twitter from Nadira Dixit, and it said, "Finishing a degree is always hard and always an accomplishment, but can I say how proud I am of this year's crop of pandemic degree earners? Like y'all, we dissertated. Some of us wrote theses, capstones, and some of us had just projects that we had to do to complete and graduate on time. And we came out of a mess that has been a last year, which is more than a notion." She's absolutely right. So my first reflection I'd like to leave with you all today is we do have the capacity to achieve academically and to produce a sustainable knowledge that through adverse circumstances that will inform current and future generations. And that is important. Secondly, despite just having completed my dissertation, celebrating a birthday with friends at an amazing restaurant in Atlanta recently, my inability to provide an ideal response to the well-intended questions of what next? Are they gonna pay you more? You should, or they should, da, 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 da. The more I tried to answer the question of what next, it seemed like there were more questions to follow. I started feeling a bit inadequate for my lack of a solid answer. Then I dealt with feelings of guilt for allowing uncertainty to overrule my senses. And when I get frustrated, as I often do and many of us do, I broke down in tears. I shared my feelings with my mom and my loved ones, and I prayed. As I began working through my emotions, it brought me to the revelation of the second reflection that I'm sharing with you today. The word acceptance came to mind, which led me to the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change, and the wisdom to know the difference. The second reflection, accept without apology your current reality and have the courage to create your ideal truth. Third, a few weeks ago, when mindlessly perusing Facebook, because now you have the time to do it, so do whatever you want, I came across a video from a fellow Southern California native. The gifted orator, entrepreneur, urban philosopher, and Martha Stewart's homie, Mr. Calvin Codazar Broadus Jr., more commonly known as the rap artist Snoop Dogg. In 2018, Snoop received his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and his speech had made a profound impact on me. Standing before a good-sized crowd, he said, "First of all, I just want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I want to thank me for always being a giver and trying to give more than you receive. More than I receive, excuse me. I want to thank me for doing more right than wrong. I want to thank me for being me at all times." My third point of reflection, appreciate yourself, graduates, family, and friends, and all the best ways that you show up in this world. Last but certainly not least, I am so honored and blessed to have my family here with me this morning. My parents, Donald and Hazel Phillips, and my sister, Sandra Phillips Fed, flew out from Los Angeles, California last night and did not get to my house till midnight, and then turned around and woke up bright and early at 6:30 just to be here with us today. As children, my sisters and I were enrolled in a performing arts-based private school in Los Angeles known as Taylor Tot, and I was told to say Taylor, not Tater, Tot Academy. From kindergarten to second grade, I had my first experiences speaking and performing in front of audiences. And it's funny to think about how time flies and life comes full circle. 1 minute, I'm 3'5", wearing pigtails, a poofy-laced and ribboned yellow dress, narrating the Pinocchio puppet show. Today, I'm 5'4", probably 5'7" with these heels on, speaking at the UGA Griffin ceremony. Mom and Dad, thank you. Your investment in our stint in Taylor Tot is still paying off in dividends, which brings me to my final point of reflection. Graduates, acknowledge and honor where you come from and thank those who have invested in your success. So in summary, remember the following. The academic achievements that we have made through the adverse circumstances of this modern time have produced sustainable knowledge to inform current and future generations. 2, accept without apology your current reality and or have the courage to create your ideal truth. Number 3, appreciate yourself and the ways you show up in the world and surround yourself with people who support you and appreciate you. Last but not least, acknowledge and honor where you come from and thank those who have invested in your success. Thank you for your time and your attention. I wish you all great success and blessings for now and many years to come. Thank you.
Excellent job, Nicole. Can we give her another round of applause? Thank you so very much. Graduates, when your name is called, bring your brick, kneel, pause for your photo, and then lay your brick in the space provided. So again, graduates, when your name is called, if you could bring your brick, kneel, pause for a photo, and then lay your brick in the space provided. At this time, please join me in welcoming Ms. Kathleen Freeman, the program coordinator for the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences, to the podium.
Good morning and congratulations to all of our graduates. At this time, I have the pleasure of introducing our College of Ag graduate students for graduation this morning. I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to introduce one of them and then I'm going to call their major professor up to speak directly on their behalf. So first up, we have Alexandra Monterosa, if you want to come on up. She is graduating with a Master of Science in Entomology, and her major professor couldn't make it this morning, Dr. Shamat Joseph, but he did send me just something to share about her. He said she is very intelligent, and you can see it throughout her daily activities. She is very hardworking, very friendly in the lab, and she's always helpful to others, and she has been a great leader to both her current cohort students and also undergraduate students on this campus. He said he can certainly see an illustrious career ahead of her, which is great to hear. So congratulations. Next up, I would like to invite Dr. Kevin Misavol to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. It's my privilege to introduce to you Peter Charelli. So Peter is graduating with a master's degree in food science and technology. So his work is related with developing novel food ingredients with cannibal jellyfish. So a couple of things about Peter. So I'm very impressed about his dedication and his passion for our field, and also he obtained his bachelor's from the University of Florida, and he was a cheerleader for the football team at Florida. Now I'm happy he's getting a degree from UGA, so he can also cheer for our team as well. So please join me on congratulating Peter for his achievement. Congratulations, Peter. I'm gonna also introduce my other student, Boran Jang. So Boran is graduating with a degree with a master's degree in food science and technology. His work is involved with developing novel food ingredients using Georgia ground pomegranate product. So Boran obtained his bachelor's from Shandong University of Technology in China in 2019 and joined my lab in the fall of 2019. So Boran is an avid tennis player as well as a soccer player. So Boran and Peter will be joining my lab as a PhD student as well. So congratulations, Boran. You did a great job in my lab.
Next up, I would like to ask Dr. Dario Chavez to come up.
Good morning, everybody. First, I want to introduce Sakshi Patania. She's from India. She's obtaining a master in horticulture, and she actually has been working on a project that I thought about it when I was a master's student myself. It's actually looking at genetic diversity of Prunus erotina subspecies capuli from Ecuador. So I'm originally from Ecuador, and I thought it was actually a great opportunity to have a bright student working on that project that I had as a grad student. What I can say about Sakshi is she has been a perfect lab member, both personal and also professional, and it has been really exciting for me to have her as a grad student. I know that she will have a bright future ahead of her. Sadly, she's going back to India, but I'm pretty sure if she changes her mind in the future, we are here to waiting for you. Thank you.
And lastly, I would like to call Dr. Babu Srinivasan up.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to introduce my student, Ms. Dr. Pinchu Lai. Pinchu's originally from Taiwan, and she's been in our lab for over 8 years now, and has been working on thrips transmitted tomato spotted wilt virus in peanut production. For those of you who are not familiar with that, peanut's a very important crop in Georgia. We produce close to 1 million acres of peanut in Georgia. So Pinchu's research has contributed substantially to understanding how peanuts are produced. And over the last 8 years, Pinchu has obtained a lot of accolades, and she richly deserves each one of them. I still vividly remember her as a shy young person talking over Zoom from Taiwan almost 8 years ago. So from that, Pinchu has progressed into a very confident young researcher. So I'm happy that we could be a part of the journey, and we enjoyed having Pinchu in our lab. And Pinchu now is going to be a postdoc at the Cornell University, and starting from June 1st. So we wish her all the best with her postdoc experience as well as her career. Thank you, Pinchu. Thank you.
Sorry, I had to find my notes in the notebook. I'm Dr. Robin Overick, and I have the distinct honor of calling forth the Mary Frances Early College of Education Spring 2021 Mathematics Education graduate to lay her brick. Sapna Bambani. So Sapna earned her Educational Specialist in Mathematics Education with a concentration in kindergarten through 8th grade mathematics. I got to meet Sapna for the first time when we did an information session at the central office of Griffin Spalding Schools over 2 years ago. She was excited from the very beginning and started her studies not long after that. I had the pleasure to teach Sapna in 5 of her 11 courses in the program, and Dr. Hines taught her other 6 and guided her through her action research project. If I were to use one word to describe Sapna, it would be dedicated. She's dedicated to being the best student possible. Sapna's work was always going to be thorough when submitted, and I mean pages long thorough for an instructor who's having to grade them. She is a willing participant, and she's always willing to share her thoughts and ideas in class. She's dedicated to being the best teacher possible for her students. We believe that she was willing to change some of her beliefs and change some of her practice in order to implement strategies she's learned in the program so that her students can develop conceptual understanding of the mathematics. She's also dedicated to her family. She speaks very highly of her children. As a matter of fact, I know she's practiced a lot on her daughter with things that she's learned in class, so I hope she's okay with that. And I also know she longs to go visit her mom as soon as travel restrictions lift in India. But I think her mom's able to enjoy the live stream right now, so hi, Sapna's mom. I'm quite sure that they're all very happy that she's finished with her degree and she can spend more time with her family. We will miss you, Sapna. Please keep in touch.
At this time, we will hear from the major professors from the Student Affairs Leadership Graduate Program. Dr. Matthew Brigner, after your video is played, please come and lay your brick.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Laura Dean, and I teach in the Student Affairs Leadership EDD program. It's my pleasure today to bring congratulations to Dr. Matt Brigner. Matt's research focused on the experiences of entry-level student affairs housing professionals in their first job search process. While there's literature from the point of view of the hiring institution, there isn't much about what it's like from the point of view of the prospective employee. Matt brought together his own job search experience and his years running searches for new staff to design a narrative study that will help our field improve the process and ultimately, we hope, the satisfaction and retention of new staff. Matt, I enjoyed working with you throughout this process. You worked hard, you thought deeply, and you were intent on honoring the voices of your participants. This degree is a testament to all of that effort, and I'm proud of you. Congratulations.
Dr. Matthew Brigner. Awesome. Let's give him another round of applause. All right, thank you. Dr. Ashley Brown, after your video is played, please come to lay your brick.
My name is Darius Means, and I had the honor of serving as Dr. Ashley Brown's dissertation chair. Dr. Brown's dissertation was on sensory belonging for undocumented students in higher education. Dr. Brown's dissertation is equity-centered, creative, and informative. Dr. Brown's dissertation is an exemplar for using arts-based methodologies and methods. In addition, Dr. Brown is a critical, thoughtful, and innovative scholar and leader, and I've enjoyed learning from and with you over the past 2 years as your advisor and collaborator on research. Vanderbilt University is lucky to have you as a leader and student advocate. Thank you for your work. The field of higher education and I am better because of your work. Dr. Brown, congratulations.
Let's give her a hand, Dr. Ashley Brown. We're good. Got you. No. Teamwork, teamwork. Dr. Mark Ebel here. Got it. Yes, Dr. Mark Ebel here. After your video is played, please come and lay your brick.
Congratulations, Mark Ebel here in the South has really illuminated some important areas for growth to creating inclusive and safe spaces for members of the LGBTQ community in higher education. I really appreciated the humility that you've practiced leaning into this work as an ally. That's an important skill that you really can't teach and that you really bring naturally, and that's something I really appreciated about working with you. Your kindness, enthusiasm, genuine curiosity for learning are all truly great assets. You have a way of leaning into life that just puts people at ease. I'm so proud of your good work here and really look forward to your continued journey. Congratulations, Dr. Ebelhair.
Let's give him a round of applause. Great job. Great job. Can we give him one more round of applause? Great job, great job. Dr. Christine Kopaz, after your video is played, please come and lay your brick.
My name is Dr. Marilee Dunn. I'm a faculty member in the Mary Frances Early College of Education in the Student Affairs Leadership Program. It has been my honor and privilege to be academic advisor and dissertation chair for Dr. Chris Kopak. We are so incredibly proud of you and the amazing research that you've done. It's important, it matters, it'll make a difference. Well done, good alum. Go Dogs.
Way to go, Dr. Christine Kopaz. Come and please lay your brick. Dr. Dunn is right, go Dogs. Dr. Jerome Lee, after your video is played, please come and lay your brick. Yes, please give her another round of applause. Thank you, Dr. Pierce.
Congratulations, Jerome Lee. Your study on Black faculty and Student Affairs graduate preparation programs is certainly unique. Your good work has helped give voice to a group of faculty who are not always heard on college campuses, and more specifically, aren't always heard in our field. I hope you continue to use your voice to share these important experiences. You've been through a lot this year. Not only have you worked very hard to earn this degree and write this dissertation, but you accomplished this while becoming a parent to your beautiful baby boy, and all in a global pandemic. Big accomplishments on both fronts. I'm proud of all of your good work. Congratulations.
Good job. Let's give him another round of applause. Great job, Dr. Lee. Next, we have Dr. Nicole Phillips. After your video is played, please come and lay your brick.
Hello, my name is Darius Means, and I had the honor of serving as Dr. Nicole Phillips' dissertation chair. Dr. Phillips' dissertation was on how Black student affairs professionals experience a sense of belonging in their employee racial affinity group. Dr. Phillips' dissertation is thoughtful and informative, and she provides important insights into how higher education leaders can better support Black student affairs professionals. Dr. Phillips is an incredible scholar and a leader in the field of higher education. Her commitments to equity, justice, and student success have made the profession of higher education and student affairs better and have made me a better teacher and advisor. Dr. Phillips, congratulations.
Let's give Dr. Phillips a round of applause as she comes to lay her brick. I'm going to pause in the middle of the program really quickly. We apologize for some of the skipping of the video, but I'm sure our wonderful IT folks can make sure that you get your video so that you can hear it in its fullity. Let's give Dr. Phillips another round of applause. If I had $1 for every time I've said doctor today. This is such an exciting day. Dr. Joseph Pierce, after your video, please come and join us to lay your brick.
Congratulations, Joe Pierce. Your study on college student activism highlighted some overlooked areas in our work with students. I really appreciated your thoughtful approach to professional practice in the field of student affairs and your commitment to making colleges and universities better places. On a personal note, I've really enjoyed our conversations over the last couple of years, and I might even miss those random text messages when you text me at 9 o'clock at night asking about questions about your dissertation. In all seriousness, though, you've been a delight to work with, and I really look forward to seeing what this next chapter holds for you. Congratulations, Dr. Pierce.
All right, let's give him a round of applause. Excellent. Just so you know, it's a lot of work wearing this stuff and bending down, laying a brick. It's a lot of work. Let's give him another round of applause. Great job, Dr. Pierce. And last but definitely not least, Dr. Tyrone Smiley.
Congratulations, Tyrone Smiley. Your study on first-generation Black men in NPHC fraternities shows us a side of student involvement in fraternities that the average person doesn't often get to see. Your findings highlighted the ways that these organizations uplifted the first-generation Black men in the fraternities you studied and offered a counter story to the experiences of these fraternity members in a lot of important ways. There are a lot of characters in your cohort, certainly. I would place you, Tyrone, near the top in terms of keeping us laughing and always bringing a light side to the heaviness that can often be academic work, particularly when you're working on a doctorate. And I know your cohort members would likely agree with me that your humor is often appreciated. I've certainly enjoyed our conversations over the last couple of years, and I look forward to seeing more of your exciting travel pics as you pick back up where you left off before the pandemic hit. I'm so proud of your good work, and I wish you all the best on your next adventures. Congratulations, Dr. Smiley.
Let's give him a round of applause. Excellent. Congratulations, Dr. Smiley. Let's give him that again. That is a cool name, by the way. Dr. Smiley, it's a cool name. Okay, so at this time, everyone has a program, right? We would like all of UGA alumni to please join us here as we sing the Alma Mater. The Alma Mater is on the back of your program. Because of time, we will only sing 2 verses today. So if you're an alumni, I don't want to call people out, but if you could come and join up here, that would be wonderful. Thank you. And because we are outside, we will be singing a cappella, if that's all right. We couldn't bring the piano out here, so here we go. We're all family, right? And Dr. Overick is looking at me like I've lost, like I owe her, but I'll pay her later. All right, so again, the Alma Mater is on the back of the program. And again, we'll just sing the first 2 verses. From the hills of Georgia's northlands beams thy noble brow, and the sons of Georgia rising pledge with sacred vow. Alma Mater, thee will honor, true and loyal be, ever crowned with praise and glory, Georgia held to thee. 'Neath the pine tree's stately shadow, spread thy richest share, and thy sons, dear Alma Mater, will thy treasure share. Alma Mater, thee will honor, true and loyal be, ever crowned with praise and glory, Georgia held to thee. Great job. Woo! Excellent, excellent. Okay, so while you're still here, okay, yes, alumni, I want you, who are about to be graduates of the University of Georgia, if you could reach under your chair and get your pom-poms. Avery, if you could join me at the front. He had no idea I was going to call his name. But Avery, I think, is it tomorrow that he's graduating with his master's as well? All right. So we're going to ask Avery to lead us, because why? Thank you. This is the official dog call. If you have never done it, now is your time, as I shake my pom-pom because I'm so excited for you. All right, so if you could stand up, and we will do the official dog call. And if you are a UGA alum, now is your time, okay? Are we ready? Is Kathleen here? Yes, she is. Okay, Avery, on your lead. Go dogs, sick 'em. Woof, 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 woof. Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. Can everybody give our students a round of applause? All right, what a great day this has been. Students, you can have a seat. And while we love you, we need these pom-poms for next service. So if you could put those under your chair, thank you, we appreciate it. Again, what a great day. And if you need an extra one, see Misty Smith, she'll make sure you get one. Okay, all right, so thank you so much for being here today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Bunton back to the podium. Congratulations again, students.
Thank you. Well, thank you for that. I'm glad we only have to sing that once in a while. This has been a special day. I must remind you all, though, that only the president can confer the degree upon you, and that will happen tomorrow at the graduate student ceremony in Athens. So you've got one more day before you are officially masters and PhDs and all that goes with it. So I think you all can wait, can't you? So this is a special day, this beautiful pavilion. This was the agricultural pavilion at the Olympic Park in 1996. And when they called us and they were going to tear it down, a group of faculty got together and got the money together to bring it here and set it up. And it's been a beautiful addition to our campus since then. It's named after Naomi Chapman Woodruff. Now, Naomi Chapman was a young lady from Idaho. She was the first person to graduate from the University of Idaho in agricultural science. Women just didn't do that sort of thing back then in science. She was looking for a job, and she was about your age, early 20s, and my predecessor, Dr. Stuckey, with this building over here is named after him, offered her a job here in Griffin at the Georgia Experiment Station. So she got on a train. There's no planes then, and took her probably 5 days to get here from Idaho, coming as a young woman, left her family behind, didn't know anybody, come here to pursue her career in agricultural science. And she did a lot of pioneering work in peanut science. She ended up marrying Dr. Woodruff. That's where the Woodruff comes from, and they moved to Tifton for the remainder of her career. So many of you are at this point in your life and your career. Some of you have already made that first big trip where you've left your family, left your friends behind, except you got on a jet, and 24 hours later you're here in Georgia thinking, what have I done? But it's all worked out for the good. Those of you that are here local, you know, you got in your car and drove over here, which we appreciate, and you stepped outside your comfort zone to pursue your dreams in your career. So you're at the beginning of the next chapter of your life. And I will say I graduated, I stepped up here. I'm not alumni at University of Georgia, and I can't sing, but I felt like I needed to be here anyway. I graduated from the University of Delaware and Iowa State University, did my graduate work there. I've got some paper, you know, I've been paper trained. I've got the paper to show, but there's no physical evidence that I ever attended those institutions. But 10, 20, 30 years later, if you all get down the dumps and you want to come and remember the good times, come back, and right here will be a physical evidence that you were here, University of Georgia Griffin campus, and received your degree. Now, by 30 years from now, we'll probably have a lot of more bricks, so you may have to look around for your brick, but it will always be here. So that's a special part of the ceremony here in Griffin that we're very proud of, and glad that we initiated that when we first started the teaching program. So thank you for all the family and all the support you provided to your students and for your attendance. I don't think the store is open, but the cafe is. If you want a good cup of coffee, you might stop by and then walk around, get a picture with Uga. And with that, congratulations, best of luck, and you're graduate in the next career, next step in your career. Come back and see us, and as always, go Dogs. So we're finished. Thank you.
At this time, that concludes our program. Students, however, we have one more gift for you, which is your actual brick certificate here at the table. So please pick that up on your way out. Take care and go Dogs.